Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hi everyone.
Good day, everyone.
Hi everyone!
Welcome to our channel.
Living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving.
Hello, hello to our fellow students. Welcome to our channel. We are the Group 2 and for today's video, we are here to help you have an effective study session with the use of the study tips we are about to share. First tip in studying, pick a place and time. Every one of us has their own idea of the best place and time to study. It is important to study regularly that works for us and stick with it. Set up your study space. It should be organized, comfortable, and no distractions. It is important that your study area you feel comfortable and you're happy as well as you are inspired. You can decorate your area to make you feel comfortable and enjoy while you are learning. Find your best time in studying. Some students are studying in the morning, some are in the afternoon, and some are in the evening. Don't push yourself. If you feel you're not okay, you are too tired, don't push yourself to study. Make sure that when you study, you feel good. You are in good condition so that you can finish the assignments or the activities that is given to you and be inspired always by your family, friends, classmates, and other people surrounded by you. Always be happy while learning. Second tips in studying is we must study every day. You know what? That is the only thing that can help with us to grow and develop ourselves if we study every day, because we can learn different words, phrases, sentences that can motivate us, that can help us to be who we are. Learning from the past, present, and even in the future will help us to be who we are. It is very much important that we study.
Hello, hello. I am Jane Abigail Debarra Sinayad, second year BES student in Visayas State University, Talasa. The third study tip that you should do, my dear fellow student, is to plan your time. Yes, plan your time. The first thing you should consider is to set an alarm. Alarms will remember you of the tasks you should accomplish. This will help you remember your plans in case you forgot. Second, use a wall planner for you to occasionally see the plans you have set in a day or for the whole week. This is good because it's easier for you to see the tasks you will accomplish in a specific period of time. Third, make a to-do list. You have probably done this before and you might agree with me that this is an effective way to accomplish all important tasks because all you have to do is list down all the tasks you should do, and when you're done with a specific task, you just have to cross it out or put a check mark if it is in a checklist format. Through this method, you will be able to see for yourself all of the tasks that were done and is yet to be done. And fourth, set a time limit. For everything you have written on your wall planner or to-do list, there should be time limits. This helps in accomplishing activities without wasting a lot of time, and it helps you to manage your time. For instance, you are planning to study math within 1 hour from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Next, you want to study science for 1 hour from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. and so on. That's how you set time limits for every task you have included in your schedule. So that's it for the third study tip. Moving on to the fourth study tip, which is to discover your learning style. Why should we consider this tip in achieving a successful study session? Let me tell you the reasoning why. Every individual has different learning styles where they can learn things faster are an auditory learner, then you are learning through your hearing or listening. You can understand and remember things easier when you hear the information. So in other words, you are learning through hearing. So you may use audio recorders, or you may also read the text you are reading in a loud manner. This is for you to hear and understand the context better, since it is your preferred learning style. Next is if you are a visual learner, then you are a learner who enjoys learning with the use of pictures, text, and other materials that you see. That does not require you to listen because you are already understanding the context as soon as you see it with your own eyes. And last, if you are a tactile or kinesthetic learner, then you are a learner who learns more by touching the things you want to learn or by doing a certain activity in order to understand something. It is also called a multi-sensory learning style because learners need to hear and see things in order for them to do a specific activity and learn something from it. And those, my friend, are the learning styles. You can now identify what type of learner you are and what style of learning you prefer.
Study tip number 5. You should review what you have studied in a class once a week because thinking can help you understand them, can remember them when you need them the most. Invite a family member or a friend who can help you test your knowledge at a lesson during weekdays. Your friend will ask you a question and then you should answer it. Then check it so you may know which concept you are weak on. This is one of the effective way of studying smart, not just studying hard. We can make our own study materials. We can create flashcards, stationary notes, where we can stick it up on the wall. That would help us on remembering the concepts. I actually tried this using the flashcard and stationary notes when I was learning a language, English and Symphony. It is very convenient to use. So I encourage everyone to use this kind of study tips. Have you ever tried not to pass test, quiz or exam despite of your best effort to study? Remember, studying so hard can ruin your mind and it leads to frustration and ineffective performance at all levels. So, I would suggest the study tips number 6. Always make sure you get away from your desk. Take some snacks and more water to avoid dehydration and help you increase the ability to focus. Take a walk around the house may help you think better than sitting all day on your chair. Take a nap. It helps you as well in improving your memory, where you can remember things learned earlier, and it keeps you from forgetting things.
So in this video, it's all about how to ask for help. So here are the 4 steps for how to ask for help. First is have a clearly defined need. Instead of telling your teacher, I need a help on this, narrow down what you really need. The more specific you are with your needs, the more your teacher will be able to help you. Second is give your teacher an advance notice during a meeting. If you suddenly become confused by something in class, definitely raise your hand the second that you think something is confusing. Don't wait until you have no idea what's happening. Third is be open to the help you get. It is literally your teacher's jobs to help you. Teachers don't want you to fail, and they certainly don't want you to suffer in class. Regardless of how your teacher is offering to help you, be open. Certainly, speak up during the conversation if you think they've misunderstood your issue. Lastly, practice. Ask for help a lot. The more you practice asking for help, the easier it becomes.
For today's video, we will talk about study tips number 8, which is on how to stay motivated. First, motivation is important for good studying. When you are motivated, you will find it easy to stay focused over a period of time. So, here are some ways to increase your motivation. First, reward yourself for studying. For example, after a successful study session, have a treat like a nice big cone, go crazy and some cherries or nuts. Second, and also study with your friend, don't make it a party. Don't make it a party time, but you can have fun as you do this.
How to practice self-care during your studies. You'll study better if you take care of yourself. Make sure you eat well. And get enough sleep. And do some physical exercise. Push yourself to study late into the night. It is also a good idea to make sure you drink lots of water when you're studying.
So for the last tip that we will share to you, study tip number 10. Take control of your calendar. So here I have my DIY calendar for the month of May. I prefer using my own calendar instead of just using the calendar we have in our house, because for me it is essential to have our own calendar to avoid getting confused, because for sure we are not the only one who will put a reminder on the calendar we have in our house, right? And also having our own calendar helps us to be more productive every day and every time of the day, and it also helps us to organize our activities. And speaking of organizing, I will share to you how I organized my own calendar. So as you can see, it's just the same as the original calendar. There are 7 days in a week, from Sunday to Saturday. And if you notice, I use different kinds of colors to sort out and easily identify what I need to do. Like for example, I use color pink for my learning task, and color blue for my assessment task, and red for my personal activity. And here on this side, I wrote my reminders. Like for example, I need to wake up every 4 a.m. to study, of course, because it's in our study tips that we must study every day. And I chose to study every 4 a.m. in the morning because according to my research, the effective time to study is 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. because at that time our brains are 100% actively working. So that's it. This is how I organize my monthly DIY calendar. So we hope that you find our study tips useful and helpful for you, our fellow students.
Thank you so much for listening and enjoy learning.
Everyone, please don't forget to subscribe our channel and please hit the notification bell to be updated for our upcoming videos.
Thank you for watching.